killed each other.
You what?
We killed each other. Oh my goodness, what's going on YouTube? You guys, who else is super excited that season 11 is here? Because I know I am. Last season, we ended with a ton of server issues and sound issues and just so much stuff that was affecting the game. And you know, I ended up taking a break. I know a lot of other people did as well, but we're back. We're here. I haven't really been on Apex for the last month or so. I've been grinding New World like crazy. If you've been in my live streams, you know. Speaking of live streams, if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, be sure to do that now. Twitch.tv/LuckyShots. I am a partner and a full-time streamer over there. Would love to see you guys in the stream. But let's talk about what we got this season. I just want to talk about the patches and the updates, and of course, the new legend. Ash is our newest legend, and she's pretty wild. Her passive allows her to find death boxes and then mark them and see where the person is that killed that player, but only once per game per box. So if you come up on a bunch of fresh bodies, you can find the team that left them there and hopefully sneak up on them or follow their rotation. I think she's going to be huge for ranked. Her tactical isn't anything flashy, but it's pretty useful. She tosses a small device on the ground, and the next legend that passes within its parameters gets snared. It's really frustrating, it's hard to get away from, and you sort of just have to deal with it until it times out. There might be ways to break this, but I'm gonna have to play with it more. I haven't had enough time to test it. Now, I haven't had any chance to play Ash in ranked yet. However, for me, she feels like she's gonna fall in that same area like Bloodhound, Crypto, and Seer, where she's gonna help spot enemies, locate other players, and she's gonna allow you to get yourself into a position where you can third party or clean up fights. All right, guys, let's talk about the ult. Phase Breach is pretty nuts. Ash's ult allows her to create a portal within 70 meters as long as she has line of sight. The only con is that it's only one way. So once you go through the portal, you cannot go back. This ability is going to be huge for players who are maybe flanking, or even if you need to help your team get into position for a fight or get into position to leave a fight. Ash is going to be huge, and she's probably going to be very annoying. All right, guys, that's enough about Ash. Let's talk about the other patch notes. If you haven't seen yet, there's been a brand new weapon that's been added. I'm using it in this match that you can see. It's my secondary. It's called the Car. This gun is super unique, and there isn't any other gun like it in the game. I want to start off by saying that when I was using this gun, it felt really good. It doesn't have a lot of recoil at all, and it feels really nice when you're in those 1v1 situations. The car is unique because it allows you to use either heavy or light ammo, whichever you prefer, but you can also switch over to the other ammo at any time. I don't know about you, but my initial thought when I found out that this gun was coming into the game was, are we going to have different recoil patterns or different damage output? Are we going to have different fire rates depending on the type of ammo that we're using in the gun? But the answer is no. You're going to experience the gun the exact same no matter what ammo you decide to use. So this becomes a super versatile weapon. Maybe you're running it with light ammo the whole game. You run out, you get into a fight, you finish off a team, and they have a ton of heavy ammo. No problem. You don't have to drop your gun or switch up what you're using. You just grab their heavy ammo, you switch it over with the gun, and you're good to go. I think you're going to see a lot of people running this weapon, and at this time, it feels really good. It feels very consistent, and I think you're going to see people picking this up over the R99 or the Volt a lot of the times. Okay, guys, the last thing I want to go over is probably my favorite part of this season, and it's the Wattson buff. Wattson received a huge overhaul this season. She got buffed in every single area, so if you weren't using Wattson before because you kind of felt like she was lacking or wasn't quite good enough to run, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised this season because she is awesome. Wattson's fences got a huge range buff. In between each fence post, you can now go significantly further, allowing you to cover more distance with less uses of your tactical ability. Wattson's fences got a damage buff. They do 20 damage now instead of 15, which is awesome. They also decrease the amount of time that it takes for your fence to deactivate and reactivate when Wattson or a teammate passes through them. It's going to allow for some really cool plays. You can get somebody to chase you, run through a door, and it's going to deactivate and reactivate so quickly that they're probably going to get hit. They also increased the amount that you get stunned when you get hit by the fence. So I think we're going to see a lot of huge plays out of Watson players. Watson's ult is a little different now. It used to allow you to place down 2 or 3 if you had enough ultimate accelerants. Now you can only place 1. It has a limit to the amount of shields that it can recharge as well. However, it does recharge shields much faster. In the patch notes, it does say that it is also better at detecting whether or not a throwable is going to land near you. And if it is, and it's also within line of sight of the pylon, it will automatically zap it. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much all of the patch notes that you need to know about. There are a lot of little bug fixes and other things that they changed or added. If you want to see any of that, you guys can look up the rest of the patch notes online. I'll also put a link in this video. What is your favorite part of the new season? Do you like the gun, the character, the new map, all of it, none of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos in the future, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of this match and let me know what you think.
I'm knocked. He's 2-tab back here. Lucky right
Cracked on me, cracked on me.
I got him?
Yo, help, he's flesh, right here.
I'm fighting. I'm literally fighting right now, yeah.
Enemy kill.
More of them.
1 minute until the ring closes. Reloading.
No!
On me.
A new kill leader.
Healed.
I've secured the banner.
On
They
me,
get a
thirsting.
second chance.
Hurt.
Taking fire. Recharging shields. Healing.
Hopefully soon, Jess.
New kill leader appointed. I'm under fire.
What does that do? What's that ability do?
It slows and stuns them.
Got it.
I'm under fire. Recharging shields. Ring closing.
We killed each other.
You.
We killed each other.
That's wild.
Oh,
You killed each
we
other.
killed each other. That's actually